Hey there folks, and welcome to Rauta. This time I have one of my favorite releases so far in 2022. This one came as a surprise because I had no expectations to a band releasing their debut album. With more so, there was a little bit delay with the printing of the album, and as such I was told I should either wait for the CD version or go with the vinyl version. I say both versions are fine, so vinyl got sent and I'm really happy about it. First of all, this album is good, and secondly, look at this beautiful art. As you can see from all these details here, it's done with kind of oil painting. I mean, it really reflects the kind of organic feeling. You can just see the details here, and it looks beautiful. And this one is not the typical stuff I have here for review for a couple of reasons. First of all, this isn't purely black metal, but this is definitely related to black metal. It's a post-black metal release by a couple. Now, most bands in the world are usually kind of a group of friends, who just got into the music, playing together and all that stuff. Now, both of these members have their own bands. And by the way, look at this beautiful blue, sea blue vinyl here. So a lot of these people in the bands have their own bands because of their, being friends and all. And these two people in Freja are actually a couple. They both have their own bands, but this seems to be kind of a, those couple projects. I know it sounds as if I'm trying to put them down or saying it's just a couple project, but I don't mean that. I'm merely saying it's a rather interesting way to start doing a band, and what makes it even more interesting, this album is really, really good. Now, Tides is indeed their debut album, running for some 40 minutes, a little less, and the style is post-metal, combining post-metal parts as well as very traditional kind of a 1990s reminiscent black metal parts. So there are those Burson kind of screams, they're a little bit somewhat semi-raspy, growly vocals, not exactly neither purely done, but still, definitely black metal parts, both in vocals as well as riffs. And then there are those nice, beautiful, clean female vocal parts, which then again create like a third angle to this vocal section. Now, when it comes to riffs, this is definitely combining that rather traditional black metal riffs with kind of a post-metallic thing, and then it kind of looks down like a beautiful piece of chain, if you get the idea. And I know for a lot of people, this is kind of a blasphemy. You don't just add post-metal into black metal without getting killed for it. I can almost hear those sounds in my head, because there are lots of people who just kind of dislike anything which has post-word on it. But me personally liking bands like Harakiri for the Sky, and just for the beauty of it, those melodies and those cleaner parts, which then again really go nice hand in hand with those black metal parts. This is definitely my cup of tea. And the result is fantastic. It sounds very nice. I mean, the production is good. The vocals are really interesting because of those various styles. I'm not saying they are the best in the business, but they do their job well. But more importantly, the songwriting is right there. And the mood from really beautiful parts to rather grim and crude parts, it's kind of a yin and yang kind of a thing. You have the darker and the more crude parts, and then you have those more soothing parts with the really beautiful female vocals and all, and it all clicks. It all makes sense in my head. Now, like I said, I know this is not for everybody. For example, I was reading a review by a colleague of mine who I think gave this like 2 out of 5, and I was like, wow, that's really brutal, because my first spin was more like 8 out of 10, and with more spins my actual rating got a little bit higher than that, because I think this is indeed one of the best albums of the year so far, and now we're almost 5 months in, so it's kind of likely that this will be in my top 10 of the whole list when the year is finished. So with these words, check out Freja, check out Tides album. You will find links provided in the description box. I'm keen to know, what do you think about this kind of music? Is it rubbish or is it good? For me, it is really good, so give it a go. That's all I'm hoping. Now, see you soon with more reviews coming your way. Take care.